What's up, guys from Patreon? Oh, who's that? Yo, little baby brother.
You guys filming?
Yeah, we're filming.
bro. Oh, what you guys filming right now?
Man, we're making a video about our first bikes. You wouldn't know anything about it because you never owned a bike.
I never owned a bike.
First day. Would you just come back from the pool?
Yeah, left right.
Let's go.
It's my whistle.
Nice.
You guys keep filming. I don't want to mess up the flow.
All right, man. Go grab yourself a beer.
I'll grab myself a beer.
So you know that's why you came. Caleb, what's your first bike? Okay, this video is about first bikes, but just bikes that we personally owned.
Like that we purchased with our own money.
We purchased with actual money.
We're not riding it as a dealership bike like we do now.
Right, it had a legit tag on it.
Like the registration was in our name.
Right, right. Or should have been in our name.
Should have been in our name.
Right.
Should have been in like my sister's name. It's a joke because I don't have a sister.
Nice, except your little brother.
Right, Josh.
Josh. My first bike was a 1987 Honda Magna
I think I remember
V45. It was a 750. It was awesome. I bought it. I bought it sight unseen. I was working at the pizza shop. My brother's like, "Yo, this guy's selling his bike. It's for like $600, $700." And I'm like, "Dang!" But I'm working. And so I went to an ATM, cashed out like my whole bank account, gave my brother the money. I'm like, "Yo, go buy this bike for me." Which I don't know how that worked because we never went to a notary.
How'd you get taxed?
I have no idea. I don't remember any of that part. I just remember I was riding. I had a bike. I owned the bike. So my brother brings it over to me. I'm still working. I see it in the dark. It's the best bike. I loved it.
In the light, was it still the best bike?
Yeah, it was probably rough looking, but I don't remember.
Who
It
cares?
was wheels, man. It was my first bike. I learned how to ride on that thing, and I loved it. It's great. I don't even remember what happened to it. Did I sell it or I have no idea.
That's awesome.
Maybe I still own it.
I remember the very first bike I bought.
Tell them about it.
This is actually the greatest story. So my mom, who, side note, owns a freaking motorcycle now,
Amazing.
told me that if I ever brought a bike home, she would smash it with a sledgehammer.
She said that.
She said that to me. She said, if you ever bring a bike home, just smash it with a sledgehammer.
Wow.
And so I said, how about... And then she threatened me. She said, after she knew she couldn't do that, because she would like go to jail, obviously.
Right.
She was like, I want to make you pay rent to live at home. And I was like, you're going to make your son pay your rent to live at home? Like, I was like a poor college student at that point. So, you know what I did? I called her and I said, how much is rent? And she's like, why do you want to know? And I was like, because I just bought a bike. So I physically went and I picked up my super fast,
Super huge
Honda 250 Revel that I bought. I actually bought it at a dealership for like $1,100 or $1,200. It was like dirt cheap. Bought it at a dealership, and I physically picked it up and put it on the roof rack of my girlfriend's Honda Civic at that time. It fit in the bike rack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That roof bike rack. Skinny little tire.
Put on top of that.
We just lifted it up and put it up. And yeah, that was the very first bike I ever owned.
You've owned what? 3 bikes. In like.
In like 2 years.
Name the 3 bikes you've owned.
I had 250 Rebel. Then I had 1100 V-Star, which was like the awesomest bike ever. And then I bought my dream bike 2 years later. I bought a 2007 Harley Davidson Ultra Classic.
Less than, it was like a year later. It's not 2 years later.
Yeah, it was a year later, wasn't it? Because I bought the 2 bikes within like 2 weeks of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 2 years later. It was like a year later.
Alright, so the bikes I've owned, personally, I had that Magna. At one point in time, someone gave me a...
Someone gave you?
Yeah, it was like rough, some type of Yamaha 2-stroke.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, bike from the 70s. Never got it running, never got a title. And then I had a 2001 Yamaha R6. That was our title. I put it back together. Bike. Yeah, and then I had a Yamaha Virago 1100, but it was all raked out and choppered out, and it was like
I remember you telling me about that.
Backyard welds and stuff like that. It was gross.
You probably loved that bike, didn't you?
No, it was horrible. It was so dangerous.
Really?
No joke. I hit a speed bump too fast. They took out the rear shocks and welded plates from the frame to the tail.
So it was like a hardtail.
Yeah. And then, but they were backyard guys and they didn't know how to weld. So I hit a speed bump too hard and both welds just broke off and my tail just slammed on the tire. And just stuck there. One time, they put, okay, bring the camera over here.
How much did you pay for that bike?
I traded it for something. Alright, so imagine this. They unbolted these, stretched the tubes out to down here, and then they welded a tube from here up here, but like in a bent way to rake it out. One time I was pulling the thing off a truck, it dropped like 6 inches, and this thing just broke off. My fork just broke off. Like it was a dangerous bike, and I would be riding with my wife on the back. You know,
No, are you
she was
serious?
my girlfriend at the time. It was very dangerous. And
There's also a Virago.
yeah.
Like, not even for all you Virago fans out there, it was not even a cool bike.
Well, no, the 1100 Virago back in the day was a cool bike.
Back in the, was this the 70s?
Yeah.
Back when you were
No,
alive?
this was in college. It was loud. It was so loud too. It was just rough looking and loud. It was
It looked like a.
The,
It looked like a. What do you call those things? A rat rod.
yeah, like the tail light was a piston. Hollowed out piston with a tail light inside of it.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
That's super.
I got a picture of it somewhere. Oh, and the bars were like this.
They were like real close.
They were so close. It was so horrible. It was so hard to ride.
What'd you trade for that?
I traded a motorhome and a bunch of cash. A bunch of cash for it. And I didn't even have the title for the motorhome.
Wait a minute. Why would you do that?
Well, I went to college. When I went to college, I took a motorhome and I towed my truck, and then in the back of my truck was my dirt bike. And and I had all these big ideas. I'm like, yeah, I got a motorhome. I'm going to meet all these friends. Meet all my friends. I'll have tons of fun in the motorhome. For the first like 3 months, I had made no friends at college. And then I'm like, screw this, man. At least I'll get a bike. I'll be able to put it to good use. I'll be able to ride around, you know. So, motorcycle.
So how much do you think you actually paid for that Virago? Altogether.
Nothing. I got the motorhome for free.
Really?
Yeah, someone just gave it to me because it was just sitting at their house.
Dang.
But cool, guys. That's our story of our short bike riding career.
Now we just ride whatever.
Now we ride anything. Yeah, we just grab something. Nothing really.
The bike you bought, we probably rode.
Right.
We did ride actually at one point. You definitely rode it at one point.
Right.
You ride almost every bike.
Yeah, I ride all the bike. Guys, tell us your story. Tell us about your first bike. Tell us why you like riding. All right, guys.
Peace.
Yo, tell your friends about Patreon.
That's how you should do the Jake Paul thing where like you like put your camera thing up your
I ain't doing it. I ain't doing
the
it.
camera.